I'm recording. There we go. Hey, I'm in San Francisco on a little motorcycle trip, repping the Hammerhead motorcycle group stuff, which is cool. But it's a new moon, and it's November 4th. New moon in Scorpio at 2:15 p.m. today, Pacific Standard Time. And this prompt is called Dancing with the Ancestors by Tabita Rezaire. Today's new moon opens up a new lunar cycle before us, above us, and within us. The sky is devoid of moonlight, giving the whole stage to the stars, planets, and fecund darkness between them. As we look to the night, our gaze often searches and settles on familiar celestial bodies. But what if we looked into the dark bareness of the sky? Emptiness can be frightening as it echoes the emptiness we feel inside. So we grasp onto something or someone, hoping to be rescued from ourselves. Yet, the void is such a powerful place, state, and portal. All emptiness is filled with the potential of totality. This new moon is an opportunity to contemplate the depth of our being and reach the space from which creation sprung, a journey into the unknown. Only when we embrace the state of not knowing will the potential to know arise. Again, only when we embrace the state of not knowing will the potential to know arise. From there, we may experience the vastness of spaciousness of existence, for we are so vast beyond description. As someone working with the land in Amazonia, we are currently in the last weeks of the dry season. Hopefully, this lunation will bless us with the first rains as we welcome the start of eclipse season. Transformation lies ahead. The soils are ready. Are we? Let us create a territory so fertile that when the rain comes, we sprout abundantly. To dive into the depth of ourselves, we need resources as an extra support that gives us capacity to hold the chaos within the divine order of existence. Resourcing oneself is a fundamental part to healing. There are many ways. One is to connect with our ancestors. Let's dance with them into the primeval waters of origin. Call. Call for a resource in your lineage. And maybe someone you know or not. Ask for the healer in your ancestry to come forth and support you. We all have them. Those who answered the call before us and laid the foundation so we can continue the multi-generational and pluridimensional task of healing ourselves and our lineages. You can also call any guide or spirit that feel like a resource for you. Understand, we are not doing this alone. We are never alone. Libation. Our ancestors are thirsty. The earth is thirsty. Make a libation for the ancestor who joined you by pouring some water, alcohol, or any beverage appropriate for your lineage into the earth. This acts as an acknowledgement of their presence, as a remembrance of their support, and as a gift for their guidance. It opens a portal to the ancestral realm. Rain. Imagine yourself with your ancestor under a sky ready to birth. The air is moist and suddenly warm. Heavy rain starts pouring over you, showering you with love. Now start dancing with your ancestor under the rain. May your bodies in motion celebrate this reunion. Each drop cleanses you and your lineage. Feel the burdens of generations wash away from you. Feel the healing power of the water fertilizing you. Rain awakens and activates dormant seeds. We too are seeds. Grant yourself permission to grow and bloom under the blessings of this new moon and continue dancing for as long as you wish. Then slowly come to a still. As the scent of wet earth comes forth, your ancestors' smiles and gratitude for this dance. Ancestral cleansing allows immensity to reveal itself. Ocean. Your ancestor now brings you to the ocean, and the waves are crashing on the shore with loud sounds. The water is virulent, just like your mind. You hear from a distance. Your ancestor takes you into the watery abyss, and suddenly you are walking on the bottom of the ocean. It is so still, silent, and dark. And the same ocean that was raging at the surface is now a peaceful immensity. Continue to walk into this stillness. Make itself at home within you. Feel your whole being at rest, at ease as you walk into the vastness. And when you are ready, rebirth yourself through the depth, knowing that you always have access to this immensity. This stillness is within you. This stillness is you. And whatever is happening at the surface of your life, connecting to your immensity gives courage. Waterfall. You are now standing on top of a beautiful waterfall on the edge of the cliff. Your ancestor is standing beside you, looking at you with tender eyes. See how courageous the water is, unafraid to plunge and give in to the fall. Courage comes from the Latin word cor, meaning heart. Courage is actually the power to live from the heart. Feel yourself powerfully grounded as you stand at the threshold of your life, not knowing what lies ahead, but trusting the path. The call to be courageous and face yourself, be yourself, and share that unique and perfect divine you with the world. Jump. Usher your ancestor. I'm here. Trust. Do we have the courage to trust ourselves? To trust we are provided for? Trust we can rise from any fall? Be aware of what is happening in your body as you stand over this fall. Breathe deeply. Inhale and exhale. Now prepare yourself to jump into your beingness, into the bountiful potentials of this new lunar cycle. And when you are ready, visualize yourself jumping and feel yourself lovingly carried by the air, gifted with the abundance that comes with trust as you gently reach the river stream. Courage calls for abundance. River. You and your ancestor are now blissfully traveling down the river. So many streams are spreading in all directions, abundantly giving to where they are needed, to nourish and fertilize the soils. Likewise, you are on your way to where you are called to serve, to share your gift, and nourish communities in need of your offerings. As we receive, we give. Like the river, we reach out, we adapt, we rise and overflow with love. Sometimes we may run counter currents, but we always surrender to infinity and find our way home. Bow. Bow in celebration and gratitude of the wisdom, guidance, and power of your ancestor, the water spirits, the moon, and the source of creation. We are because they were. We are because the water is. We are because the moon glows. We are children of totality. Humility is our grace. Ashe. Tabita Rezaire is a devout spiritual seeker who uses art, the science of yoga, her work as a doula, and her connection to ancestors and land to guide her homecoming to soul. Her work centers on decolonial healing, where technology and spirituality intersect as fertile ground to nourish visions of connection and emancipation. Tabita is based in Cayenne, in French Guiana, where she is birthing Amakaba, a healing center in the Amazonian forest. Visit Tabita's website at www.tabitarezaire.com and www.amakaba.org. Thanks, you guys. I love y'all.